The classification of a student's spelling as correct, legal, illegal, or omitted is contingent upon entries in the dictionary. So after installing CSSS on your computer, you can import a dictionary that we provided on our website, or you can build and create your own. Before I show you how to do that, I want to illustrate how the dictionary works with spellings. So this is the CSS screen that's open, and you can go to View, Edit Dictionary, which I just did, and you'll get the principle for how this works. So if we take a look at the word balloon, you see it here, and you will see that a spelling element, which is defined as a phoneme for the most part in base words, the spelling elements in the word balloon have been delineated here with spaces between the letter or letters that represent each sound. So you can see B space A space LL space OO space N. Then if you look here at the bottom of the screen, you'll see that those elements are listed in separate columns, and then there are rows under each one for alternate spellings that would be considered legal. Recall that legal spellings are going to get 2 points, whereas illegal spellings are only going to get 1. So how does the system know whether to award 1 or 2 points? It's determined by what is in each column under each spelling element. So in the case of balloon, the first sound, the B sound, is spelled correctly with a B, and there aren't any other legal spellings for that sound in a word like balloon. The schwa, A, is the way it's spelled in this word, but the schwa, unstressed schwa, is often spelled with all of the vowel letters, either an E, an I, an O, or a U. So if a student had spelled balloon B-E, etc., then that spelling would have been awarded a score of 2 points because the spelling is listed in this list of alternatives. For L, what's listed here is a single L because that's another legal way to spell the L sound within a word. For the U sound, that's the long U, there are a variety of ways that this can be spelled in words. And then for the N, the only spelling that would be considered would be the correct one. So in the case of an N in this word and a B in this word, the only possible values that an element could get would be 0 if it wasn't included, 3 if it was correct, and a 1 if it was not correct. And the reason why is because there isn't an entry in this column. On the other hand, spellings for A and L and OO, they could be correct, omitted, or if one of these spellings happened to be used, that element would be awarded 2 points. If it was not a match, but it wasn't omitted, then it would be awarded a score of 1 point because it was a spelling that did not happen to appear in this list. So you can see how incredibly important it is for you to use a dictionary that you agree with and that you understand. So I can take a look at bake, and I'll see that all of the legal spellings, the things that my research partners and I have considered permissible spellings, are listed under each element. Because this is flexible, if you don't like what we've put in, change it. If it doesn't match the dialect, the spoken dialect of the system the speller is living in, then you can change it. So for example, if I'm in Australia or New Zealand and the word beard is used, you'll see in the US I have parsed that as having 4 spelling elements: the B, the vowel, the R, and the D. However, if I were in New Zealand or Australia or any other place that's non-rhotic, I would simply put the R with the vowel and it would come out as a single element. So the dictionary can be modified to fit the dialect in which it's being used.